What's up, guys? Okay, we're going to be in Columbus, no, not Ohio, Mississippi today with Officer Jeremy Lamar Harris. And while traveling over 75 miles an hour, he's going to fly across a railroad track, lose control, hit another vehicle, overturn, and he's going to blame everybody but himself in usual fashion. Isn't that the way most government works? Tear some shit up and blame everybody else. So, we're going to see what is up with Officer Jeremy Harris. Also, I'd like to note, like 90% of people that watch his videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button and move along. So, this was from, I don't know, a week or two ago. Jeremy Harris.
New at 6, it's a WTVA news investigation. The Lowndes County Sheriff's Office has released its exhaustive, in-depth report of a high-speed crash involving a Columbus police officer. This is just part of that report. We want to warn you, though, the police body cam video that we're about to show you is raw, it is graphic, and intense. This is video from Patrol Officer Jeremy Harris's body camera. Captures the moment when Officer Harris hit a utility pole and flipped his police cruiser, traveling at speeds approaching 80 miles an hour.
Wow, he was driving so fast. He was running traffic. He must have been going somewhere important, right? No. There was a call from help from the jail. I was under the impression that the jail had more jailers there for help, but that's where he was going so fast.
This happened July 16th in the heart of the city when Officer Harris was responding to a call for help at the jail. Officer Harris was hurt, so was the driver and the passenger in another car who happened to be at the intersection at the time of that fateful and violent collision. Officer Harris initially told investigators the driver of the other car pulled out in front of him and blamed that civilian for the crash. But WTVA 9 News has learned investigators have revised the report and now say that wasn't what happened. We spent hours reviewing the sheriff's 365-page report. Again, this is just part of it. We also reviewed body cam footage, and that's not all. We also learned this isn't Officer Harris's first time under investigation.
Not his first time under investigation. Raise your hand if you're surprised about that. Put your hand down. Also, they teach him to drive with one hand in basic law enforcement training. They do not.
Wednesday, July 16th, 2025, just before noon. We're coming. 20 seconds, guys. That was the moment when the live...
Look at... You can't make this up. And of course, blame everybody but the one at fault.
Lives of a Columbus police officer and a civilian driver were turned upside down. Columbus Patrol Officer Jeremy Harris was responding to a call for help at the Lowndes County Jail. Harris was running code, which means his lights and sirens were blaring when
And it wouldn't matter. It's during the day. He's outrunning them. Nobody would have time to react to him anyway, not to mention the fact that it was all completely his fault. Nobody, if they can't see them or hear them, they can't react to them. These dumbasses need to figure that out.
he lost control of his cruiser while crossing the railroad tracks at the intersection of 22nd Street South and College Street.
Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath.
Officer Harris hit a driver who was stopped at that intersection, ran into a utility pole, and then flipped his cruiser. The Lowndes County Sheriff's Office was called to investigate.
This right here, adrenaline.
926, you're on the scene, is that right?
Harris told investigators the car that was stopped at the intersection pulled out in front of him. He blamed that driver.
And if he pulled out in front of him, how is he all the way over here? Makes no sense because it was a lie.
For the collision. Witnesses also initially told detectives the other driver failed to yield.
That's because bootlickers want to be on the side of law enforcement. They need to stop. Also, not a good. I mean, I understand you want to typically interview people as soon as you can, but it's proven that right now interviews are not. They're not reliable because people they're under not necessarily pressure, but they've just witnessed an accident and their mental faculties aren't firing like they are supposed to, if that makes sense.
But sheriff's investigators later determined Officer Harris was at fault. The investigation also indicated Officer Harris was driving at speeds of up to 78 miles an hour at the time of the crash. The accident report and police narrative in the sheriff's office's 365-page report states Officer Harris's cruiser left its lane of travel and hit the other car. According to sheriff's detectives, Officer Harris caused the crash because he was driving too fast. The investigation also determined Officer Harris was not wearing his seatbelt at the time of the collision. Officer Harris was then sent to Baptist Memorial Hospital for a drug screening. But the Sheriff's Department's report states Columbus police canceled the drug screening.
Why would they cancel the drug screening? Seems like they're trying to hide some stuff.
And told hospital staff police would do the test at the jail rather than at the ER.
They basically they shut out.
Typically, police take you to the jail, they get all your information, and then they take you to the hospital for the blood draw.
In front of me, I guess they thought they was going to beat me. Yeah.
The city of Columbus responded, claiming the ER staff member who typically collected urine samples for testing had passed away, and the staff was confused about what to do.
Really? So, there isn't anybody else in there that can do a blood draw? I'm just saying a nurse can do a blood draw. It's not somebody passes away and the whole hospital shuts down. Is that where we're at?
The city says the police department did not tell the hospital staff not to collect a urine sample. The city also stated the police department ordered Officer Harris to take a drug test when they discovered the failure. WTVA 9 News has also learned Jeremy Harris was charged with DUI first and speeding in a Mississippi Highway Patrol investigation in June 2024. Harris's sentence in that case was non-adjudicated, meaning there was no conviction. Meanwhile,
How is that, and how is he still in law enforcement? Because they'll give anybody a gun and a badge, that's why.
We asked the city of Columbus to comment on the Sheriff's Department's 365-page report. We wanted to know if Harris had been disciplined or if Harris was still employed as a police officer. We also wanted to know if the city was aware of Harris's DUI and speeding charges last summer and if Harris was employed as a police officer at the time of his arrest. Police Chief Joseph Daughtry sent us this statement. At this time, we're in the process of reviewing the files. This matter has developed into a personnel issue, and due to pending litigation, our city attorney has advised that we are unable to provide any further comment at this time. Thank you for your understanding.
And you know when they provide a comment, the comment's going to be no comment, right?
The driver of the other car, Devian Bankhead, was cited for no license and insurance. Bankhead and a passenger were
Of course, they'll throw everything at them.
hospitalized. You can review the City of Columbus's entire media statement in response to the Sheriff's Department report on our website right now, WTVA.com.
Yes. Now, let's see where we're at right now.
No comment. That's a message
Told you.
from the mayor and the police chief in Columbus tonight after a patrol officer turned in his resignation. The city council accepted Jeremy Harris's resignation after an investigation found he caused a major collision last month. 2 people were hurt in the crash when Harris slammed into another car while driving at speeds of up to 78 miles an hour. Our Wayne Herford live in Columbus tonight with an update on the story that we have been following all summer.
That's right, Emily. A major police investigation of this magnitude, followed by an officer resignation, are important stories we need to report. But we can't get anyone at City Hall nor at the police department to talk to us right now about this incident. Now, the city council accepted. This is body cam video of what happened back on July 16th. Harris hit another car while responding to a call for help at the jail. An investigation revealed Harris was doing 78 miles per hour when he hit the other car. The investigation also concluded Harris was only using one hand to steer and was not wearing a seatbelt. The investigation also indicated Harris did not take a drug test at the hospital after the crash. We've requested multiple on-camera interviews from Chief Joseph Daughtry and Mayor Stephen Jones. Both have repeatedly declined our requests. Now, Mayor Jones did send us this email earlier. It states, "This is a personnel matter. We do not comment on them. We would suggest that you reach out to Mr. Harris to see if he wants to comment. I hope you understand." Now, we are attempting to contact Jeremy Harris tonight. We'll let you know if we can find him. Reporting live in Columbus, I'm Wayne Herford, WTVA 9 News.
Thank you, Wayne. Yes, they're not going to find him. And when they do, it's going to be the same shit, different day. No comment. They're going to tell him, keep your mouth shut, don't say anything. Yeah, right there. That's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, like 90% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to their channel. Click the button and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.